Hey everyone, welcome back to BeamNG. This is the garage, which we have used in the past to create some very odd vehicles, such as this one. This is my current daily, is what I call it in BeamNG.drive. It's my default vehicle. Today we're going to be making a new one, but I have to explain myself. You see, I have a bad case of what's called automotive ADD. And if allowed to, I would be the kind of person who would buy and sell cars far too frequently just due to wanting something new or being bored with what I have. My wife keeps me in check. I've owned my truck for 3 years now, and I've owned my Tiburon for 4 years, I think. So that's pretty good. That's actually almost getting close to the maximum length I've had a car for. Truthfully, I like switching things up every year, and I realize that I should probably be leasing cars or something instead, but I'm too cheap to do that. So I take that out instead in BeamNG. Therefore, every year I make a new daily driver. Last year it was this big truck. This year we're changing it up drastically. Now I still like big trucks. I have nothing against trucks. I still love trucks, and in fact, I want a bigger one. I don't have any reason for it, but I need a 550, okay? I need a 5500. I did not notice that they added wagon variants of the Sunburst. That is extremely cool and extremely tempting as well. Man oh man, but I have a vehicle in mind for this. Although the anime livery on this is pretty sweet. Oh man. I actually said this already in one of my previous videos. I gave it away what I'm going to be doing, but we're going to be doing one of these. Now I don't know if I've had a car like this as a daily previously, but I want to just go with it anyways. We're going to be making our own custom body kit, basically a combination of these two things, the maximum power that we can get reasonably, and it's just going to be fun. So let's get into it. Here is our base car. This is the Civetta Bolide 390 GT Strata in manual transmission. Very, very cool car, and the thing I like the most about it is probably the back end. This is sort of the back end model I want to do with my Tiburon. Not necessarily replacing the rear window with louvers, although that is a pretty darn cool idea, but I want to cut the bumper at the back like this, basically, and then add some sort of duck wing on it, which sounds stupid, but when it comes together, hopefully it'll look okay. That's the goal. Oh yeah, BeamNG has Forza Vista style mechanics, by the way. You can open doors and stuff. It's cool. So first thing we're going to do is go ahead and keep the paint color because I'm leaving it as is. I just like the way that that looks. That is a beautiful red. I am a bit of a sucker for red cars. Kind of a problem. Opening up the chassis here, we have a coupe body or a Targa body. I like coupes better than Targas, so we're keeping the coupe. But naturally there is a lot more stuff in there, including weird small details like rain gutters. As far as the doors and things like that, they're just going to stay the same. Oh, except, hold on, we have the GTT left door and the GTT right door. Let's do it. Just a little bit of extra flair. I like it. There is a lot of stuff you can customize in this car. I am skipping a ton of it. All that you really need to know is the interior has been stripped, and I'm trying to find the place where I can get rid of these rally lights. I just don't like that look. This GTT left side skirt is pretty hot. Let's see about the GTR left side skirt. Not quite as hot. Let's do GTT. Oh yeah, this car is going to be funky looking, but it's going to be cool. Now I have swapped both of the subframes for the race versions instead of just being the ones that were in there before, I guess stock editions. The car is significantly lower, which means any gravel is going to be a problem, but that's fine. It should be okay. And let's do GTT front fenders. Oh my goodness. This is about to get nasty. Yeah, so this is the GTT fender on this side, and this is the GTR fender on this side. I think the GTR fender is a little bit too aggressive, although I really do like the width that it gives. It's just a little bit too much, so I'm going to keep the GTT stuff going here. That does mean we're going to need a new front end treatment, new hood as well, and once I do the rears, we'll need more. It's not going to align perfectly. Okay, we got the frunk. Let's do the GTT radiator duct, which is darn cool. And then the hood will be the, let's try the GTR hood. Let's see what that's about. Oh, I like those vents. That is darn cool. Let's try GTT. It still has the vents, although they're not quite as good. So GTR hood. Mix and match, boys. Mix and match. So we currently have the Rally nose cone on. We're going to need the GTT nose cone in order to fit the GTT front. I could also maybe try the GTR cone, but that's just way too aggressive, so GTT it is. I think that that plus this is just the winning combination there. That is cool. So the car doesn't overheat. We're going for a high performance radiator, ultra high performance actually, which is going to hopefully keep it alive. Front suspension, I already went through it, it's all race stuff. Front subframe and everything seems to be good, so let's do the rear. I'm curious as to how much of this is going to change. 3.9 V8 right here, that is the biggest one we can get, and it is a cool looking mid-engine. It's a definite departure from my previous build. Yes, yes, it's all coming together. I did not get rid of the duck wing on purpose, that was a mistake, but I will fix it. I definitely missed it somewhere, but I feel like these fenders here on the side are still not right. I think that this should be meshing up with it properly, which it currently isn't, and the body line is not working as well, so something is up here. I will figure that out in a bit. Getting into the engine though, adjustable race ECU please, we can adjust things. Ultra heavy duty long block so it doesn't explode. Hopefully that works. And do we need turbos? Do we want anything? Twin turbocharging? Man, there's stage 3, variable boost. This is gonna kill it. It's gonna explode. It's gonna kill me. I'm not even gonna be able to drive this car. And the GTR exhaust on there too is absolutely sweet. So yeah, stage 3 for now. That might be major overkill and I might have to change it, but stage 3 with that, and I love the plate, but I might have to move it. I'm not gonna go to the effort of putting in nitrous. That's just too much. Way too much. Okay, I found the quarter panels. We got the Rally ones. We need GTT. Yes, there it is. Now, this plan is coming together. Unfortunately, darn. It doesn't fit the Rally rear end. Okay, for the sake of the body line, we're gonna do this, and the side skirts are gonna stay, I think. They're just gonna be a little bit whack. I might try it without. I want to try the different nose cone as well. Okay, I'm basically resetting everything back to Rally if I go this way, but this bodyline issue is not as bad as what it was at the back, so this is better, I think. Plus, I like these mud flaps. They're very aggressive. It's just cool. So, rear quarters, they're going to stay as they are. Okay, so clearly we need to do something with the suspension, and clearly the car needs different wheels or something else, because these are cool, but they're just not... They're not quite cool enough. I did end up putting a livery on it, and it's darn cool BeamNG stuff. This is going to be a ridiculously quick car, and I'm very excited to try it. It's also going to sound amazing. Okay, good. We do have the ability to raise the suspension height, because this is just darn low at this point. It is way, way too low. And yeah, I think it just needs a little bit of work, and I'll get back to you. So wheels are fairly limited because this car is center locking rims. I mean, I could change that, but we don't have a lot of options, which is fine. It just basically means I don't have to spend 3 hours looking through everything. Currently it's running 16 by 12s on the back. I kind of like that actually, although it is now running 17s or 16s on the front. I'm just going to try out all of them and see what they're like, but that's the widest I can get. So I think it's going to be this. Yeah, we get no choice, and that means the suspension has got to go up. Otherwise, this thing is just not going to fit at all, which is all good. But that's what the tuning stuff is for. So springs on the front, how high can we go? Pretty high. I mean, 0.04 meters is like not very high at all. That's 4 centimeter lift. Roughly 1.5 inches. So... that's very low of a lift. Let's try the back. Yeah, I mean, I think that's as good as it's gonna get. It's not gonna be... it's never gonna be a monster truck. And it will not let me go any higher than that, so that's all we get. That fitment is absolutely perfect right in there on the Rally arches. That is flawless stuff. Although I'm now realizing this one is different than this one. What a quirk that would have been. There we go. Okay, fender flares intact. Kinda necessary. This car is wide. Although, now that I look at it, do we need fender flares? Can I just cut those off? Okay, probably the most significant thing that needs to happen here is I have to save this, and I need to make sure that I don't lose it. Cannot lose this thing. 2025 daily. Save. Thank goodness we got it. Okay, let's try this thing out in BeamNG and see how bad it is or good it is. It might be extremely bad, and it might mean that I need to cut down on the power and the twin turbos and all that, but I'm very excited to try it. We're going into our Ferrari era here rather than trucks. That's how it should be. Well, until I get bored again. Well, this is the last time I load in with the old daily, and the map is also loading in behind me. She's slow, she's reliable, she's huge, and very fun. I would not want to drive this thing in real life, but in a game, absolutely. So I basically had two ideas for this daily car. It was either going to be that boy over there, which is basically an Alpina, and I really do like Alpina. I am a bit of a fan of those cars. Not saying I'll ever get one because money, but they are darn cool, and I wish that I could afford one. And honestly, if I was a super wealthy guy, I would probably just keep buying Alpinas, and then that would be it. Just keep getting the next one every year. However, I decided to do this instead, so we'll see how much I live to regret that decision, and maybe I'll be crawling back over to the Alpina over there in green, with no customization, nothing fancy, but at least it won't murder me instantly. So let's try this thing out. I need to take it easy. Just kidding. What is taking it easy in a car like this? Well, the good news is it actually... Oh, wow, okay, it doesn't stop. It has no ABS. Oh, man. What have I done? Yeah, that's about what we're going to be seeing this entire video. I'll be spinning this car out. No ABS, no traction control, nothing to help you keep it on the ground here. Just drive it like you stole it and pray. Also, don't stop. Those are the rules. Okay, shifting from first to second is the worst idea ever, so just leave it in second. That's what I've learned. Wow, second gear is atrocious. Second gear is so hard. Oh my goodness, it spins. Do we even need turbos? Do they even do anything? Drift machine. Ah, man. See, this car makes me afraid to meet my heroes. Okay, I'm babying out a little bit. What is this car like when you're driving in the grass? No, I'm gonna try it without the twin turbo setup and just see if it's a little bit more useful. Because right now it is killer. It wants to murder me. It has been very successful so far. Okay, we're back to basically stock intake, so no turbos, but still beefed up internals, and the exhaust is now the rally exhaust instead of the super cool GTR exhaust that it had on it. And this is about 300 times more drivable, so I think I'm just gonna keep it this way. Even though it doesn't turn, this car just straight up does not turn. At least it is not spinning out immediately, and I do lose a little bit of street cred for not having twin turbos, but at least it drives, at least it works. Oh, it sounds good too. I still can't drive it, either way. So this car is an argument to have two cars, because this thing cannot do everything. It is very, very focused on one thing and one thing only, and that is the road. That's it. So that's why you have a reliable, functional, no issues, no nonsense, comfortable vehicle to take home when the other one dies. And it's not like this thing is slow either. Put it in sport, and it rips hard. It almost turns. Not much, though. Yeah, I mean, look at this car. Like, what the heck, man? Luxury and safety as well. You'll probably live through that. Let's be real, it's better than the truck. It is definitely better than that, so I'm happy. I think this is going to be a fun daily this year. I love the physics on the mud flaps. It's just a cool car overall, and I think, well, after my son is born coming up soon, I might be the Alpina kind of guy now instead of needing these crazy vehicles, but until then, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon. More videos to come. More automation stuff. Not just this. Ooh. Okay, we can't do a burnout. At least not very well. Okay, that was pretty predictable.